Hey everyone, this is Laurie's Lessons, and I'm going to come to you tonight and tell you about 5 things that top leaders do. So, there's different things, and there's many different things that different top leaders do that they incorporate into their daily routines. But I just picked out 5 for right now. So, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about those. But if you implement these things, then you are going to get better in your personal life as well as in your professional life. So, one thing is they sharpen their saw. Top leaders dedicate time to self improvement, whether it is reading publications that are in their industry, they're attending workshops or trainings, they're listening to educational podcasts. Like whenever I'm driving in the car, I'm always listening to a podcast, something that's training that's going to help me to be better in my personal life and or my business life. So I want to grow in both ways. But they recognize continuous learning is vital for their effective leadership. Same thing with reading. I'm always reading a book. I've got a book, I've got audiobooks, I've got books on paper. You can see a bunch of them here. I've got a bunch on this side also. I've got books on digital on my Kindle that I read on my phone or on my laptop. So the number 2 is communicate with clarity. Effective communication is a cornerstone of good leadership. So top leaders make it a point to clearly communicate their goals as well as their expectations and updates to their team. So, like if you're running a team, I run a team group and I communicate things to people. I communicate my goals for myself as well as I communicate my goals for my team. I also communicate the expectations I have for the people on my team. And I ask them to reach out to me and tell me that their goals and what they plan to do. And then, of course, communicate any updates with the company and with our team and things like that. So, number 3 is to fuel inspiration. So, great leaders understand the power of motivation, the dedicated time to activities that inspire themselves as well as inspire their team, whether it's setting clear visions or recognizing achievements. So, like people on my team, when they reach their goals, I celebrate them. I celebrate them in our team group. I celebrate them on texting them directly. I celebrate them by sending them a card and or gift in the mail. Um, you know, the same thing, like we're not only motivating our team and other people, but we're motivating ourselves too, right? And then the next one is to prioritize and prioritize powerfully. So top leaders don't get bogged down in those to-do lists, right? If I wrote down everything I had to do, one, that's just going to take me a whole lot more time just to write everything down, just so I could check it off. I don't do that. Now, I do put a lot of things on my list because I need to make sure that I get them done, right? But top leaders excel at prioritizing tasks and delegating effectively and ensuring that the most important things get done, right? So I might have a list of 100 things to do, but I put the things that need to be done the most important and the soonest at the top and get those done first, right? And so some of these down here, they still might, like I might have something else come in and it goes above these other things because it's more of a priority, right? So each day I look at my list of everything that I have to do and I decide what I need to get done first and I get that done. That way, if something comes up or something happens in your day, right? Because we all are people and live lives and things happen, right? Then if something comes up and I have to close my computer, I'm done for the day, right? Then I've gotten things that had to be done today already done. So I've always got more things that I want to get done, right? And if I have the time, I'll do them, but I've gotten the things that I have to get done first. And then the last thing for today is to actively listen. Great leaders are active and very attentive listeners. They carve out time to listen to their team's concerns, their ideas, their feedback. They foster a collaborative and trusting environment. So it was one thing that I was talking to somebody else today too in a coaching call and talking about actually listening to people that you're talking to, right? Don't be thinking about what you're going to say next. Because when you're thinking about what you're going to say next, you're not actually listening to the person that's talking to you. So actually listen attentively and actively listen to who you're talking to first, and then decide what you're going to say, right? And then another thing on one of my other calls today was it was just so neat. I had somebody to say that exactly like where I just said, fostering a collaborative and trusting environment. They said that they're on my team and they have worked with me for so long because they've seen my integrity. And that just makes my heart feel so good, right? You want to have that trusting environment. You want to have people, you want to be there and show up with integrity so people do trust you. And so that is probably the most important thing out of everything in the world. But anyway, so those are my tips for tonight. So I hope you enjoyed them and I hope you got something out of this and have a great night. Thanks for tuning in.